Pretty wild.
Give him a wave. Want to talk, Troy?
This is yours.
No, this is yours.
Yep. I got mine.
Okay, that's all right. Give him a wave.
She's coming in the green. That
Gotcha.
looks like Stacy.
Yeah.
I missed you on that one.
Well, we're just doing it on one camera.
Yeah, I'll shoot it on this one also. Just so
Give him a wave.
Wave.
Give him a wave.
Black.
Give him a wave.
Black.
Give him a wave. Give him a wave.
Green pants.
Give him a wave.
Red. Black.
Oh, shoot.
He's already in.
Yep,
on
I got it.
course.
Give him a wave. Give him a wave.
Royal blue.
Give it a wave. Give it a wave. Give it a wave.
Okay.
Give it a wave. 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 This is the last one, right?
Yep. Black and gray. Just got a kid on course too.
Let's go! Tell them to come out.
In front of you, right?
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Let's stop right here.
There.
All right. Release the edges, he turns both. It's a skidded turn, it's not very carvy. Left turn, left pull, right turn, right pull, as just demonstrated right there. Both skis stay the same relationship apart, same distance apart, open. One doesn't go and then the other, they both do the same thing at the same time. 1-2 action, watch how the downhill, see how the feet are opening up and closing. Right now, open and close, see how they just closed up? Try to do both feet at the same time. Both feet at the same time. Overall, not a bad performance right here. Pretty decent performance. Okay. Red jacket, right, Troy?
Red jacket, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There could be a little bit more shaping of the turn. The skis can move more forward through the turn.
No, Bob, that's green jacket.
Yeah, okay, green jacket, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Green jacket, green jacket, green jacket, up
Oh.
the hill. See it?
Yep.
Not a bad entrance into the turn. Both feet are kind of disengaging the edges, and then you're re-engaging, you're turning the skis nicely. The body can stay moving with the skis a little bit more and not against the skis. See how you're inside right there? You're on your inside foot. Right there, you're on your inside foot. A little bit too far inside, but overall, the legs were working.
Red jacket.
Troy, you want to come over and talk? Because I can't talk in a little bit of a 1-2 action.
A little bit of 1-2 action.
One goes, then the other. You're going to the outside foot, then to the inside foot. Around the corner at the start. Give a word. Give a wave.
Yep, green jacket.
The radius could be rounder. You're immediately starting to turn and then going across the hill. There's no radius. There's no control phase of the turn, even though it's open parallel. Slow down the rotary and everything else will be fine. Give a wave. What color?
Gray.
I can't really see it here.
Gotcha.
Tails can follow the tips just a little bit more. The tails are going outside the tips just a tad bit. Give a wave.
All right, you got somebody from the public there in front, but you're looking at royal blue, I believe.
Yeah.
Royal blue jacket, white helmet.
Moving the body up to the ski versus moving off of the ski at the entrance of the turn. Give a wave.
Oh, we got a bunch of people in the mix. Let me see what's in
Yeah, we have to try to. There.
Shoot that.
Let me get this one.
light gray. Can you see, Bob?
Yeah, not I could. Where is he on here?
Gray jacket. Black
Okay,
jacket.
I got it. Need to be continuous turning. It's just traversing across the hill. There, I'm going to put it up easier.
Ooh-wee.
Not bad turns. Watch how there's a 1-2 action going on, especially the turn to the right. See how the feet open up right there? A little bit of an up motion. It's not bad turns. The body can stay more moving with the feet versus against them. See how you're way to the inside, right?
Coming out.
Okay, going back up the hill at the start of the turn. Right there. Right there. Right there. Going up and then in. All black, looks like.
Gray, like a dark gray.
Oh, it's dark.
Got him.
Yeah. Okay, body's moving before the feet. See how the body goes to the left and to the right? And the feet should be actually propelling the body. The feet should be, everything should be happening down at the snow versus way above the snow. Think of getting the feet to release and engage at the same time and not the body moving across. It takes a little bit longer. On steeper terrain, you would be gaining a little bit too much speed with that.
Red jacket. Rust color, something like that. White helmet.
There's an immediate start and turning of the skis. There's no real radius. There's no control phase of the turn. If you notice right there, you can stay in the fall line a lot longer. It could be rounder. there's a lot more traversing going on than there is radius going on. And thus, there's a walking. See how the feet are kind of separating, coming back in? And see how they just went in right there? Now it goes out, and then the inside one comes in. It's a 1-2 type of action. It should be both moving at the same time. Green, Troy?
Got him.
There's a lot of rotation with the body. If you notice how it kind of follows the skis, you see how the outside hand comes around and forward right there, and then right here. And what we need to do is we need to turn the legs a little bit more than the body. And the body and the legs are turning all as one unit. It's like kind of total body rotation there. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah.
Beige with black, it looks like. Beige with black pants.
Think of uphill skis, downhill edge, which is not happening. You're going to the uphill ski, but not going to the downhill edge. Thus, there's a 1-2 action going on. See it right there? And then right now, you see how you step over to that uphill ski? Right now, you step over to it. Rather than moving off of the uphill skis, downhill edge, you're moving to the uphill skis, uphill edge. Thus, it's a movement of the body indirectly entering the turn, and we want the body to move more directly into the turn.
Green pants,
Yep.
neon.
Like how the legs are turning. Like to see the skis stay in the fall line a little bit longer, and it'll be a little bit more shaping or control phase of the turn would start to occur. The ankles could stay a little bit more closed. Right now, the ankles kind of open up. Hips are a little bit aft. I'm not saying you're sitting back, but the reason your hips are a little bit aft and to the back of your boots is because you're pushing on the outside feet, just the outside foot, just a tad bit. And that's what thrusts the hips back a little bit.
Black jacket, gray pants.
Got him.
Could be a little bit more shaping, meaning tipping the feet just a tad bit more so the skis engage just a tad bit more, and it'll give a little bit more radius after the fall line. After the fall line, there's a lot of skidding going on. There could be a little bit more shaping going on after the fall line. Tipping the feet, continuing to tip the feet.
Jacket.
Going up to the uphill foot versus coming off the uphill foot and propelling yourself in the direction of travel. Right now, going up to it, watch the feet how they separate right there. Watch the feet how they separate right there. So moving from the outside foot to the outside foot, but moving to a non-engaged new outside foot. It should be an engaged new outside foot.
I'm going to say dark gray or black.
I got him.
Last two are similar there, but
A little bit of a walking action going on. Both feet in open parallel turns should be simultaneously turning and simultaneously tipping. See how there's a walk right there, and then there's a walk right there. So it's a movement of 1-2. 1 going to the ski and 2 then releasing the other ski. The old ski should be released at the same time you're going to the new foot. Thus it would be a simultaneous edge change. You're simultaneously turning.
last one. In black.
Body can stay a little bit more level instead of tipping to the inside as it's doing. There's a little bit of rotation in the body that's making that type of look happen. The body's actually turning in the torso a little bit more than the legs are turning, or turning just as much as the legs, and the legs should be turning more than the body.
On this demonstration, Bob in these first two is doing a 1-2 movement to turn entry. As we let him go on through, it turns into more of a 2-footed entry. Both skis moving at about the same time, at about the same pace.
I was gonna... Here we go. Okay, trying to turn in the air versus changing edges. That's why the tails are getting kicked out a little bit. If you were just to leap and land going in the same direction, it'd be much more beneficial. Orange jacket, white helmet.
Got him.
Same thing here, trying to turn in the air versus changing the edges. Okay, just the tails are coming off the ground, so you're just pulling up on the feet just a tad bit. The whole ski should come off the ground. Giving a wave.
Got him.
Okay, trying to pull the feet up versus leaping with an extension and continuing up. And a little bit of turning in the air. You see how you're pulling them up right there? There shouldn't be a pull up of the feet.
Send them.
Yep. Leap a little bit more forward and think of changing the edges. And try not to get the body to the side, and this way you'll land on your outside foot. Right now you're landing on your inside foot. Could land and be a crisper kind of shaping coming out of it, have a little bit more spunk coming out of it, a little bit more activity coming out of it. It'll be more beneficial for the takeoff. Use your pole, okay? And you're leaping back up the hill. That's why the tips are only coming off the ground. That's why you had a hard time taking off. You're leaping back up the hill with the mass. The mass should leap a little bit more forward with the direction of the feet. Actually, some pretty good activity. Unfortunately, you're turning the skis in the air versus just tipping the edges, and that's what's throwing you off. Not landing in a balanced position, getting thrown off balance. Could leap a little bit more forward. Think of taking off of your uphill foot and landing on that foot, which is going to be your new outside foot. Right there, you're landing on the inside foot, taking off on the inside foot. Let the body move a little bit more with the feet. Try not to turn them so quickly in the air. Just think of changing the edges in the air. Okay, the whole body is trying to turn the skis when you're coming off the ground. Right there, you see how you're rotating everything? Okay, see how the tails are getting pushed around? Okay, there's no shaping. The skis could be tipped a little bit more, and there should be shaping in a radius. Not a bad move getting landed on the inside foot, and the reason for that is the body's moving across the skis versus with the skis. Other than that, pretty good moves there. Trying to turn the skis in the air right there and right there. And when you land, you should be landing going in the same direction as you took off. And that's why the skis are not controllable. There's no radius. If there was a little bit more shaping, a little bit more edging, that would increase the intensity of the skis bending. Thus, you can release that, and it'll be easier to get into the air. With more shaping, it would have been a little bit more to spring from. As the others, a pretty good move. Unfortunately, there's a rotation versus a changing of edges in the air. You're trying to turn the skis in the air, thus you're landing on an unbalanced stance. It's getting you caught to the inside a little bit too much. Back off on the rotary. Try not to face down the hill, all right? Try to move with the skis. See how you're kind of trying to turn your body and push your body down the hill? That's what's throwing you off. You're not in a balanced position. The legs should turn underneath the body to create counter versus you turning the upper body to create counter. Okay, you're trying to pull up on the feet. Watch how the tails come up. See it there? Trying to pull up on the feet, and rather than taking the energy from the radius and the scribing of the arc and extending off of it, think of a basketball jump shot versus a jump rope jump. And what you were doing was a jump rope jump, meaning the feet and the tails were coming up towards you versus your body moving from the feet and the tails. This one here, you're getting caught on the inside ski because you're jumping to the side and you're jumping back up the hill, thus not in a balanced position when coming around the corner. Could have jumped a little bit more with the base of support. The base of support is your feet, if you move your mass with the feet. A little bit more speed with this would be much beneficial for you. Okay, they're a little bit too slow. That's why you're kind of forcing it here, Greg. Use your pull. It helps with the timing. It also helps with your movement of your body, Mark. Not bad moves. After you land, try to stride and arc a little bit more, intensify the leg activity so the skis bend a little bit more and you have a little bit more radius and shape with the radius.